everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer. And today's gonna be a pretty short video. We're not gonna do shorts, but we're gonna do a short video. It's gonna be a full face of Westman Atelier, or almost a full face, because I don't have every product they've made. But I wanted you guys to check out the brand, see a little bit more in depth some of the products, since they now are available on Sephora. And so if you're interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. Hey everybody, first pulling my hair back. As you can probably see, I finally got my roots done. I'm very excited, very, very happy. So we're gonna go through Westman Atelier today. And like I said, I am gonna keep it brief. I wanna do some short videos now and then, going back and using products or brands, or like a full face of, just to get, you know, people familiar with some of the brands that aren't necessarily as well known. You guys know Chanel, you know Tom Ford. If I'm doing a full face of those, I'll be pulling out older products that you might not be as familiar with, like older eyeshadow palettes or whatever. But Westman Atelier, although has been around for a while, it's not necessarily as well known as some of the other brands. And as I said, it's now available on Sephora. So let's go with the foundation stick first. This is in N. And if you haven't seen the sticks, they're all, not all, most of the products are in packaging like this. It's very weighty. It feels really good in the hand. It's well made. Although I just saw, oh my gosh, my brain, Charlotte Hogcraft, where she did like the 21 questions, which if you guys are interested in me doing that video, or if you're even familiar with that video is, I will do it. It's basically like, Allie Glines came up with like a 21 questions thing, like you answer all these questions about your favorite makeup, whatever. If you're interested in me doing that, I can do that. But she talked about like the product that she thought wasn't like worth it, and it was Westman Atelier because the mirror was broken in her compact. So it was not funny, I feel terrible. But I have never had a problem with Westman Atelier. It's not to say that a mirror should break, that's not okay. But so far, I have never had a problem with any of their products. This is the only face stick foundation that I really, really like. I do have the Tom Ford, and it's good, but it's not as good as this one. Now, these foundations can easily be sheared out, or, you know, put on your face with a brush. You can take a brush and go to the stick. You can use your fingers. It's really whatever you like. I'm gonna use a sponge today, just because I think it's easiest. So I'll go through that, and you can take a look at how it looks on my skin. It's really easy to use, and you can build it up. So if I wanted to put like a little bit more here, and when I add foundation, I tend to go in with my fingers, because I feel like this type of foundation, like the stick formula, I feel like the warmth of my fingers help, actually, because, you know, if you're not familiar with my channel, my skin is very dry, so I actually feel like this helps. Any kind of formula that's more like a stick. This is moisturizing though. It is not a drying formula. I would say that if you have oily skin, you might not love this, because it's not mattifying. It does have more of like a moisturizing feel to it, the foundation. I don't think it wouldn't work for you, but I have such dry skin I can't even contemplate. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, you can use it, and you get it and you hate it. So I think it would work, but I'm not absolutely sure. So let's go in with the contour stick. I mentioned this. This is in Biscuit, and this is the lighter shade that they have. For me, this is a really good contour. It's got a cool tone to it. It's got a good shade for me. I think it would work on, I don't know, like a lot of people. It's certainly not gonna work on a deeper skin tone, but they do have another contour stick. So if you are, you know, I'd say medium skin tone, or a deeper skin tone, I would go with the other shade that they have, which I can't remember the name of right now. But for somebody who is fair to light, to even light medium, I think this would work. Because again, it's contour. We're not talking about bronzing. which is a different concept in my mind. So, you know, you might, for a bronzer, might want to be much more bronze, but as a contour, you're really looking for shadow. It doesn't have to be super deep. You want to, I tend to sheer it out a little bit. In fact, I'll go back in with the sponge in a second, which I'll do off camera, just to sort of lighten it up a little bit more. And there you go. Because for me, even though it works for me, it's still a little too deep of a shade because I am so pale. Okay, so now we go into the bronzer, and I've mentioned this and used it in a recent video. The bronzers that they have come in these types of compacts. They're very weighty, extremely heavy. This is in the Coupe de Soleil. This is the lighter shade. They have Soleil Rich, which is the deeper shade. So I go in very lightly with this. I basically just like touch it. Now, if you are somebody who likes to be more bronzed, then you can go in much deeper with it. I'll swatch it on my hand for you so you guys can see, but it is pretty pigmented. You know, Westman Atelier, I wouldn't say is an overly pigmented brand, but the bronzer, this is the lighter shade, and I wouldn't call it light. I mean, that's the bronzer. So you can see what I mean. I mean, it's I think it would be good for, I don't know, up to like a medium skin tone, and I use the lightest like touch of just tiniest amount. Okay, so blush. This is in Chouchette. Chouchette is my favorite. I also have Mimi and Minette and some other shade that I can't remember. They've come out with some more pigmented shades lately, which I think is great, because as you'll see in a minute, it shears out pretty easily, which again, for me and my fair brethren, it's great. But if you have a deeper skin tone, you're gonna want something that has more pigment to it. Eileen from A Merch Beauty has picked up some of the Westman Atelier products, and I think she got Poppet. I'm not absolutely sure about that. She will correct me down below, but and whatever shade she bought is a much deeper, like more vibrant shade, so you'll get to see that hopefully soon on her. It's definitely got more pigment to it. This one is relatively, not sheer, but I mean, it works on me without me shearing it out at all, so you know it doesn't have a tremendous amount of pigment to it. Next is Nectar. This is the highlight. You can't really see it. This came in the holiday edition box of Westman Atelier, and a lot of folks couldn't get their hands on it, and now it is at Sephora. My understanding that it is also sold out at Sephora, but it will come back. I think it's still sold out. It might have come back already. I don't know. But the last time I looked, it was sold out. The Brulee is also sold out, which is a deeper, more golden bronze kind of shade. I want to buy that one too. But you can see it's just a really beautiful highlight. They also have a clear highlight, which is almost like translucent. It's just stunning. It's really, really beautiful. I don't have the lip compact, which is the red lip compacts, and I do have the iPods. The iPods are just a literal wash of color, and they look like this. There's the day and the night. These are the day ones. Le Jour? Am I somewhat close? Le Jour? I think it's Le Jour. Anyway, my favorite color is Tabac, and I'm gonna use that today on my eyes. And I'm just gonna, this is how kind of it's meant to be. You take your finger, quick, easy look, wash of color, and you're done. What I will do, I don't have the Gucci Westman mascara, but today we're not gonna wear mascara. I'll curl my lashes so you can get a final look, but I'm just gonna keep it very simple. And I don't wanna use any products today that aren't Westman Atelier. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the blush and just put it on my lips. Done. Quick, easy, 5-minute look. You can do running out the door. It's a really pretty natural look, kind of you but better. And this is probably how I look 95% of the time. Or worse, but I mean, like if I'm wearing makeup, yeah, I should have rephrased, because when I'm at home and I'm just like working, I don't look anywhere near this good. But this is how I look 95% of the time when I'm like going out, because I don't spend a lot of time now, especially doing my makeup. So I do a look that tends to be very simple. Products that I can kind of throw on, walk. It's a Katie Jane Hughes kind of thing. If you haven't watched her, she's fabulous. I did a look of hers on Nailed It a couple weeks ago, and she's one of my favorite makeup artists. She's just kind of that person who she's like, oh, I just slapped this on my face. Now, of course, she's incredibly talented, so when she slaps stuff on her face, she's not really doing that because she's incredibly talented and it looks fantastic. But, you know, I think a lot of us are looking for that, the way to look pulled together, but not spend necessarily a lot of time because we don't have it. So these products work, I think, really well for that. Let me bring you in so you can see the look close up. And I think you can see, like, it's a natural, pretty look. The skin looks nice. The coverage is good, but it's not too heavy. The bronzer and highlight and contour and blush is very pretty, but very natural. The eyeshadow, this is Tabak. Like I said, it's just a wash of color. And I have my eyelashes curled, but I don't have any mascara on. A lot of the time I don't wear mascara, to be honest with you guys. I have long lashes. I'm very lucky, and I know that. So if you don't have that, you know, mascara might be the first thing that you put on, and that's cool too. But a lot of times I'll just curl my lashes and jet out the door. And then lips, I just took the Chouchette, put it on my lips. And you could take like some of the Nectar, the highlighter, and put that on and get a little bit more of a glow. So again, this is very much a you but, and I don't want to say better because that sounds good. You but more polished. How's that? You know, you're busy, you're running out the door, and you want a look that you can do pretty quickly that looks nice. These products work extremely well for that. I've been using them for a long time, and they're our favorites. So that was my quick 5-minute look. I hope you guys enjoyed it using Westman Atelier products. If you haven't checked them out, they have a website that you can check out. And of course, as I've said ad nauseum, and no one's paying me to say that, it's just I noticed that they're on Sephora, and I buy a lot of stuff on Sephora. In fact, I have a Sephora video coming up. I don't know if it will have already gone up by the time this goes up. I don't think so, but hopefully you'll join me with that. It's a collab with someone who I love dearly, and it's gonna be a fun video. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hope to see you in another video really soon.